Well, good morning, everybody. How are you doing? I'm doing okay today. This is a beautiful day. It's a nice, kind of cool day. It's only going to be like 71 for our high. It's great. I'm sorry about the live streaming on Facebook. I do not know what's going on. It was going to it and then it didn't. So I just copied the link to the YouTube live so that you could watch it on Facebook if you want, for those that like to watch on my Facebook page, or you can just head over to YouTube and join me there, and that way you'll be able to leave some comments on the YouTube channel if you have any comments about today. This was spur of the moment. I have been trying all week to get a coffee and chat in. It's just been one of those weeks, you know. We've had, excuse me, so much rain and storms and fences falling down, trees breaking, neighbors' trees, and it's just been, probably for the last 3 weeks, it's been nothing but nonstop storms and damage. So, Monday we spent all day cutting down the top of our cherry tree, which broke in the previous storm, but was hanging on there, but it broke and was bent over, but it was going into our yard. We didn't have to worry about a neighbor's yard. And we thought, well, if it falls before tree trimmers can get here, then it won't damage anything but our property. And it did fall, but it didn't damage anything. It took Arthur and I 2.5 hours, I think, to cut it up and load it into the back of his truck. And a few days before that, we finished setting all the fence up that I blew down in early March, I think, February, I don't know, somewhere around in there, because we had straight line winds. And for any of you that don't know what straight line winds are, they are as strong as winds in a tornado, only they don't have the rotation. So they are just as dangerous and they do just as much damage. So we had those, and that's what knocked sections of our fence down. And then Arthur had wrist surgery, so we couldn't get the fence up. And it's just been, I feel like it's just been nothing but storm after storm after storm. And tonight we're going to get rain starting tonight. That's going to go through Monday night. We're supposed to get 5 inches of rain. We're supposed to have, I think, 2 days of maybe no rain, and then rain the rest of the week. So we are going to be soggy here. So, hi Veronica, cold and rainy in upstate New York. Good morning, Karina from Nova Scotia. Good to have you here, and good morning, Annie. Like I said, my Facebook page is not working, so it's just going to be the YouTube chat today. I don't think I'm not sure. We got new Wi-Fi installed on Monday, and that was the worst experience I've ever had in my entire life. Not so much the installation, but they have a third-party company that installs it, and that's it. They just install it. They just hook it, to your house, where you need it, and they don't tell you how to change everything. So I'm on chat with the people from Brightspeed. It's Brightspeed for hours, and I get cut off, and then I have to get back on the chat. All I wanted to do was change my Wi-Fi name and password. It was like nobody knew how to do it. It's like, I don't know. It just was so frustrating. I never experienced anything like that before. Their apps didn't work, so I couldn't do anything in the apps. So it's been pretty much an excruciating week for me. So I was a little bit creative this week, so you've had some awful weather. Hope it gets better and we'll be safe. We have had some awful weather here. I mean, it's tornado season in Missouri. This year it just seems like it's been bigger than usual, more outbreaks than usual. And I don't know if you guys know anything about the Joplin, Missouri tornado. That's about 45 minutes from where we live. And, yesterday was the anniversary of that tornado, 14 years, I think, ago that it happened. And yeah, I remember that day very, very well. So I've got some iced tea today in my fun little sublimation cup that I bought at a craft show 1 year. I really like this cup. Mug, drinking thing, whatever it is. All right, you guys, let's see what I've been up to besides all this weather and all the frustration with Wi-Fi and all that stuff. So I'll get my, yes, technology, Verona, you're right. It's a love-hate relationship. You know how that goes. But I'll try and get my Facebook feed fixed for my live tonight, because we are going live with this lesson tonight, right here. Let me get my remote over here so I can maybe zoom you in on this one. This is what we're doing tonight. You can grab the packet. It's on my website, so if you want to paint along or even paint it later, the surface is available at CD Wood under my name. So you can grab the surface there. You can paint your surface either almondine, which is what this side is, or if you like this side better, you can paint it moody blue, and I think I added just a tiny bit of black into that moody blue to get it a little bit more dark in the background. So it's up to you. I happen to like the lighter background because I think it really makes the sweater and the drink pop. I didn't feel like the drink, you know, the cocoa popped as much as what I wanted to, and it's my cozy winter drink. So it's a pretty easy project. I'm going to use some kind of old little scruffy brush to get this texture on here, but if you have any kind of stippling brush that's not great big, we don't want a great big one. That's how we're going to do that on the sweater there. Turned out super cute. So tonight, 6 p.m. Central, be sure and join me for this lovely little class. I wanted to get that out there first thing. I've got mine prepped. This is where you want to be if you're going to paint along. And we're going to get it to here. So join me tonight. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be fun, fun, fun. I hope you guys have been being creative this week and since the last time we had coffee and chat, which I think has been about a month or a little over a month. So yeah, I've just mostly been in the yard, not doing a lot of creative stuff. So I feel behind on my Palooza stuff. So all right, okie dokie. I'm going to announce who the winner is of our last live. Well, actually, I'll announce that tonight because they'll need to be at the live tonight to know that they are the winner. So we'll announce that tonight. So let's just move on to other things. All right. So wide ankle back out. Okay. You know, Palooza is right around the corner, and am I ready? No. I have my dining room table stacked full of stuff, and normally by now I've got it sorted into classes and what I need to do for each one. So because of all the outside stuff, I'm not ready. I'm not ready at all. Okay. So this particular class, I love, love, love this. It's got some spots left in it. Let me find out when it's... I can't remember where my classes are. I know I have them on my phone in my calendar, but I don't remember what day. Oh, there it is. There I am right there. Monday, August 11th from 8 to 3. Okay? So you want to join me for that lovely little guy right there. I love this. I love the colors. I love everything about it. It is so fun and playful. So, you know, I still have a few spots left in this one. So I'm probably going to talk about it every coffee and chat until Oklahoma. Because, you know, for those of you who are procrastinators and think, maybe I'll sign up when I get there. This one may have some spots to sign up in, But this one here, it's sold out once. And I added more spaces for this class. And so if you want to get in on this one, you definitely need to sign up ahead of time. So I love this one. So beautiful. And this one I think is going to be on Sunday. Sunday. Let me find it. There I am. Sunday, 2 to 9. It's a 6-hour class. They're both 6-hour classes. But isn't that gorgeous? I love how 3D this looks. It's so 3D. It's just amazing. And I mean, it really looks like you could just pick that up. So this class filled once, and so, but I added some spots. So be sure and sign up for that ahead of time if you want to get in that class, because it is, you know, probably going to fill again for the second time. Okay, so a couple of years ago, I did a couple of designs. Excuse me, let me grab a drink. I did a couple of designs that I submitted to Palooza. One wasn't accepted, and the other one was, but the class, they had way too many classes that year, and so they have cut back for this year. And so it only had a few people in it, so we just canceled the class. So I finally got the video done for it 2 years after I painted the original. So, and the reason, I'll tell you the reason why, but here is my original one, and this is Lady in Pink. Because I did record it when I first painted it, but when I went to edit the video, the whole part where I did her eyes was completely gone. So I just kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off, you know, trying to get it painted. So I finally painted it this morning. She's a little bit different, but very much similar. And I loved how she turned out even the second time. So this one will probably go into my Painted Pieces by Lonna. I've added that onto my website, Artwork by Lonna or something like that. I haven't put anything on there yet because I've been outside doing stuff. So I'm going to try and start getting pictures of things of my artwork that I don't want to store anymore, and maybe someone would enjoy having it. This will probably be in there. I just painted this on a piece of paneling because I just needed something so I could videotape the eye part. So I got that done. I thought, well, I'll just finish it up. So this morning I finished it up. So that one will be in there. But this was my original one. So I'm going to put this packet on my website today, and then the video will probably come out, I'm not sure, probably be 3 or 4 weeks down the road, because I still have to edit it and put it together, put all the pieces together. But you can get the packet ahead of time and be ready for the video. So this will be my Lady in Pink. I really, really loved painting this. All right, let's see what I've been up to this week. Oh, there's one more piece that I did that I painted also for a submission that wasn't accepted, and it was this one. And I love this one a lot. And I really wish I had it in like a huge, huge painting. So when I did this, I did do a video, but somehow I deleted the video. So, and I painted this the same year I painted the Lady in Pink. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot believe I deleted that video. So anyway, so I painted it a couple of days ago again. So I finally have a video for it. And this one I will probably paint something on the back of it, and it'll be a double-sided piece that will probably go into my Artwork by Lonna. That will be for sale on my website. So this one is, what name is A Day at the Lake. A Day at the Lake. Just brought me back to my childhood right there, and I loved it. So I'm going to get this packet up there as well, hopefully today, And the video, I still have to edit it as well. But I wanted to let you know these were coming. So if you are interested in painting them, you can grab the packet now and be ready for it when the video comes out live. Okay? All right, so this one went up on my website a couple weeks ago. I don't remember. I think it was a couple weeks ago. Maybe 3 weeks ago. Could be longer. I don't know. There, we can kind of see the red more. When it's down like this, it looks really dark, but it's definitely a old beat up red truck. Lots of fun. Oh, I can hear the chipmunk outside my window here. He's like carrying on like he's mad about something. I don't know what he's mad about. I don't know if you could hear that, but it was pretty loud. Like, what is that? I looked out, I could see the chipmunk out there. But this one was fun. I drew this up eons ago and came across it and thought, I think I'm just going to paint that up. So it's a fun one. It's up on my YouTube channel, and the packet is on my website, Woolly Acres Farm. And it's just an 8x8 size, so nothing great big, but you could certainly put it on something bigger. I really wanted it to fill this canvas because I wanted the truck and the sheep to be like the focal point. So that is that. This I did a quick little video lesson on this. This was done using the new DecoArt Make It Stain medium. So I took my paints. I'll show you the back. Well, that's got my listing of colors that I used. But it's stained with Payne's Gray. I stained the entire surface with Payne's Gray first. And now this is a wood plate. I don't know where I got it. Maybe CD wood, or maybe a Pinecraft. I don't know. Might be a Pinecraft plate. I've had it for quite a while, and I really do not remember where I got it. But raw wood like this, no matter what I'm doing to it, I'm going to prepare it with my multi-purpose sealer. So I did apply multi-purpose sealer to it first so that my stain wouldn't soak into the wood. I don't know how many of you stain furniture and do things like that. And my husband and I have refurnished furniture for years. That's what we used to do a long time ago. We used to do all kinds of furniture making and redo furniture and get it back to its glory and all that stuff. So stain can soak into it depending on the stain. Now oil-based stains are a little bit different. So this is going to be like a water-based stain, okay? And it's just a 1-to-1 mix. And it's very, very easy to use. And so I created stains of assorted varying blues, and I painted this whole entire thing with stains. The only thing that's not stain mix are the birds and the posts here and the pebbles down here. But everything else is a mix of paint and stain. A 1-to-1 mix, you guys. Look, and it's so cool. It's already... Because it's a stain, you don't have to varnish it. It's done. It's good. It's ready to go. And you can make your own custom stains. I love it. I love it. It makes a gel stain. And I love it. I just think it just worked beautifully. I love, first of all, how it stained the wood, but I also loved how I could paint with it. So if you haven't grabbed that product from DecoArt, it's a brand new product. Make It Stain. 1-to-1. Super easy. Super easy. Easy to mix, easy to use, all of that. Okay, let's move on. Eventually I'm going to do a live on, let me get my camera to focus here. It's not on the focus part because of the plastic. I'm going to do a live on how to do some of these pans. Okay. These two are done with DecoArt products. I'll get them down in the camera shop for you. This one has a water slide on it. Okay. And then these I spray painted a base color on the pen part, and then I painted the tips with Deco Art paint. I think that's how I did those. I'm not 100% sure. I could have painted those with Deco Art paints. I know these two are painted with Deco Art paints, and then Deco Art glitter and varnish. This pen is completely different. This is actually a sublimation pen that you can use for sublimation, but I just put a water slide on it and then varnished it, and it was done. I think I might have used UV resin on this one. These do have UV resin on them. These have Deco Art high gloss varnish. So, and I believe this has UV resin. And then these all have UV resin on them. I could show you how to do the UV resin or the Deco Art. Veronica asked, does it become transparent? Are you talking about the stain? Well, the Payne's Gray was pretty transparent, I felt like, when I put it on the wood. That's why it's not opaque. Okay, I think it's going to depend a little bit on the paint. When you add, whatever paint you use, if it's a more opaque paint, it will make a more opaque stain, and vice versa. More transparent paint, it will probably make a more transparent stain. So Payne's Gray is a little bit more transparent, so it did make a more transparent stain because you can clearly see very, very well all of the grain in this, which I wanted to see when I got to the front, but now that I've put my layers of stain on here by painting it on, you can't really see the wood grain. A little bit down here in the sand, but that's about it. So it really depends on the paint and how thickly you apply it. So, all right, these are pencils. They come like this, and then that just like, you could take some rubbing alcohol and wipe that right off. I took one of my little sanding pads, and it came off so easy, so quick. And so I did these with glitter. All I did was, I did use UV resin with these. It was my first time, so I did not do very well up here on these, on some of them. After I did a couple, it's like, oh, okay, I need to do that top a little bit different. But they turned out pretty cute. They've got a thicker lead in them, and it's a number 2. But these are super cute, just paper mate pencils, handwriting pencils. I don't know if I got these on Amazon or if I got them at Walmart. I believe Walmart sells them, but I probably bought them on Amazon. So these were done with UV resin, so I could show you how to do either the pencils or some of the pens with UV resin. These pencils are also paper mate Joy pens. These pens, I don't have one that I haven't painted here, but they have a thing that, like you can stick it in your pocket. The thing, let's see if I have a pen. They have this part on there, like you can, that part. So you just have to snap that off, and then you can use like a file, like a little grinding thing that you use to file your nails. You could probably just use a fingernail file, a piece of sandpaper, to file that down, because it will leave a little raised spot. And then these came apart and went together very easily, and I've never been able to get this apart very easily because I can't grip that tight. So I have to use this little rubber thing to ungrip them. But these came apart, went back together very, very easily. These pens here, I spray painted them first, and then I used glitter and UV resin on them. This one has a water slide on it. So it's just the silver pen with a water slide. I didn't paint it or do anything to it. Just put the water slide on it. I think I did a coat of UV resin on it to keep that water slide on there. But these pens, even though they came apart very easily, they were so hard to get back together and get the clicker to want to work the way that it's supposed to work. Most of them click very well. It's this one pink one here that I have difficult with. So I did some ombre on them, and this is just glitter that I had in my thing over there, and they were very, very easy to make. These didn't have the little thing that comes off the side. They were just the smooth shaft pen, so I could do some of those up. Let me know your thoughts. If you want me, I'd like to show you one with the Deco Art products, but if you want to see one done with UV resin, because they are incredibly fast to make. It's a little messy. You got all your glitter that's everywhere. But, yeah. Well, this one I put Nana on it, so that's my personal pen right there. This one I put a water slide on. I think I spray painted the pen black. And it was already black, but I went ahead and covered it with some black paint. And then I put this water slide on it, and then UV resin on top of that. And the rest of these are just glitter, just ombre glitter. Oh, get you under the camera there. I moved my camera the other day, so I probably need to move it back. I moved it towards me, so I probably need to move it back that way since I keep wanting to hold everything over here. So let me know if you want me to do any of these. I do have it scheduled that I may do these in June or July. So I probably will do the Deco Art one. I did do these with high gloss varnish, but I think if I show you how to do one, I will probably use the triple thick, because the triple thick's going to be more shiny like this. So this gold one turned out the best. Super best. I think this was the Deco Art Gold that I put on here. No, maybe not, because it's a different color. It looks different. Yeah, it's a little different. I think this one had some yellow in it, looks like. So let me know what you would like to try, because I really want to show you how to do these. They are super fun and easy. We'll probably either do the Ink Joy ones, or we'll do the pencil ones. Whichever one that you guys let me know you want to do. And if you don't decide, then I will decide. But, since these are already the color that they need to be, all you have to do is resin, glitter, resin, sand, resin. You're done. So they're super fast. It's just this part up here that's a little bit tricky. So let me know your thoughts on those, because if I don't get any feedback, then we'll just do whatever it is that I think will be fun to do. Okay. All right. One of my lives that'll be coming up is going to be painting the little tape dispenser. So if I decide to go with the Americana theme, we'll probably do this in June. But I have another one, and these just came from the Dollar Tree. I'm going to show you probably, how to do lots of things with Dollar Tree stuff. But I have a floral that I've drawn up that maybe I could do on one of these, so we'll see. I might do it up and then, get some feedback on which one you'd like to see me do. But this will be a super fun, easy, quick project. But I need some feedback, you guys. Feedback on the pens, feedback on the tape dispensers. I'm doing this for you, so, your feedback is critical. So anything that you can suggest would be great. All right, I bought some new pens, and I really wanted to show them to you guys on Amazon. I'll try to remember to link these below. These are gold, silver, and white highlight pens, and they are amazing. I don't know how many of you like to use a white pen to do final highlight details on some of your work. I like to do it, but some of the gel pens do not last very long. So I'm hoping that these will last a pretty long time. They are acid free, so I'm hoping that they will be light fast, so that they won't fade away over time. You know, only time will tell, because it doesn't have any of that information on here. Again, these came from Amazon. But so far, I mean, they are writing right out of the box, no problem. Just go. Just go with it. So they do have a little protective, you know, thing on the end of it. Just pop that off and start writing. You don't have to shake them up. You don't have to, you know, tap them down, get them going. Let me get a little piece of paper here. I don't have black, so I could write on. I don't think I've written with this one yet. So they just start writing right out of the, that's the gold and the silver. And very, very opaque. I've got some black paper over here somewhere. I'll get some that maybe I do a lot of testing on black paper, so here's the white, and it's very fine. 0.6 is the tip on it. I love these pens. Love, 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 love. So I probably will figure out some kind of lesson that I can do using them, because it came with 2 sets, and then, ooh, I'll have a set to give away. So these pens I love, absolutely love. So I'm already thinking of something that I can use to create with those, so that we can, you know, do some kind of lesson with them. Love the Scotch tape dispenser. I'd like to see the UV resin on the pens. Okay. UV resin is easy. A lot of people have the UV resin lights, you know, for doing their nails and things. And then a lot of people do the little resin molds. I have some of those, but I have not made anything with them yet. I like using the UV resin. I feel like it's much safer. I do wear a mask and gloves when I use it, but it's not like the other where you have to have that big mask, you know. It's a lot safer, and because it is so quick when you use it, you're not in it for a long time. Okay, so let me find my little tray over here. I'm sure you guys have seen the marker maker from Deco Art, and I did this one up. This is a empty marker thing that Deco Art sent me to test this stuff, and it does really well. I guess I better shake it up. It does need to be shook up. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. I did one with some Deco Earth paint and some with some Extreme Sheen. I really think that they need a little bit more than 1 to their ratio, because the Deco Earth is quite a bit thicker. You could thin your Deco Earth down with water, but it probably should be distilled water, because otherwise your paint could eventually mold and get bacteria in it with just, you know, tap water. So distilled water if you want to thin your paint down before you add the marker maker. Extreme Sheen, it seemed, I thought it would do a little bit better than it did. So I'm going to show you how I make it here. I'll make some, I might do some black because I don't have a black marker. And this tip on this one is very fat, and I like the more thin tips. So, and this paint has been in here for a while because I made this probably 2 months ago. So I'm just going to do some black in there for this. And I got a little funnel. And I may sell these funnels. I have a ton. I might start selling these on my website because I have a lot of these. So I could start selling some of those. I think my nib is dried up. I might have to take it out and clean it. I'm not getting any paint to come down in that, so that's not very good right there. For that paint, I'm going to have to clean that nib. And these have been in here for a while, but this one is coming out pretty good. This is the Extreme Sheen. So it's coming out pretty good. It's got a little bit of a fatter nib, not as fat as that. These are some I bought off of Amazon. I don't feel like the nibs are exceptional in these. You can take it out and turn it around to have more of an angle one. But that angle one, it's not smooth. So I just stuck it in there like this so that I could have the just the rounded nib on there. So the Extreme Sheen did very well. It's coming out nicely. These do have little marbles in them. These, I'm gonna have to move my camera back. I really keep getting off camera shot here. I hate to move it when I'm going live because my wires could get disconnected and that could be bad. So this one has, I put red maple in it from the Deco Earth line. And of course that's black paper. Let's get the white paper over here. It's not, well, you're still not on the camera. Man, I really got to fix that camera. It doesn't do too bad. It needs some more coming down before I start writing actually. So it's doing good. So, those two did pretty well. I'm not sure why the white is struggling to get down in that nib. Unless it's clogged up in there. Okay, enough of that. Let's make some. Okay, so it's a 1-to-1 ratio. So I'm going to put what I think will fill this thing. This one is double-ended nibs. This might be more than I need. I'm just going to open this and dump some in there. That's probably close to a 1-to-1 ratio. I'm not going to weigh it out or measure it out or anything like that. I'm going to stir it up. Now, have any of you guys gotten this medium from Deco Art? And if you have, how do you like it? I think it's pretty awesome that you can make your custom colors for markers, but I would like to find some markers that have smaller nibs. So this one has a fat end. It's fat on both ends. And then this one, it's got a little bit of a sharper tip. It's 1.5. It's the same on both ends. Okay, let's see how I take this apart so I can fill it. I don't know, I haven't tested it yet. See how I even fill it. Okay, it does have its marbles, or one marble. Yeah, it's got one marble in it. Pretty good size marble. Alright, so you can use the funnel and do it that way, or you can just, I've got a paper cup here, so I can just kind of bend this and put this in here. Okay, it's got a max line on it. I'm right at the maximum that it's supposed to have in there. And this will probably take a little bit for it to come down on these nibs. I'd really like to see how this fine tip nib. So I got just a little bit left in there. Probably could have stirred that up a little bit more. But there's just a tiny little bit left in there. So I'm not going to worry about saving that for anything. But the ones that I did mix more, Then I kneaded. I put in a little container and put white marker mix on it, so I would know that's what it was. Oh, I wanted to show you this with the stain stuff. This is where I just used it to stain a raw piece of wood. Okay, this side I used multi-purpose sealer on, I think. Or maybe I just used one coat. One coat on this side, and then this side I put 2 coats on. So you could see the difference between how the stain does on raw wood. I don't believe I sealed this with multi-purpose sealer. Still feels like pretty raw wood. So you can see the difference. One coat of the stain gel, the gel stain that it makes, and then there's 2 coats if you want it to be darker. So pretty awesome that you can make your custom stains. Oh man, that writes nice. Ooh, me likey. Okay, that's the fine tip end. Let's check out this end. Let it come down to its tip. So far I've got a white, a red maple, a 24 karat gold, and black. I might take the nib out of that white one later and see what's going on with it, but they already sold out of this product once. I don't know if they've got it back on their website or not. You know, you need to check Deco Art frequently. I do have a coupon code down below, but they have been having huge sales lately, so you know, if there's anything you want to get, I recommend you getting it now, because you know, with the tariffs and stuff, they may have price hikes soon. So, you know, if you want to get something, I would check out their sales, because they've been having tons of big sales. And you can grab all these products and play around with them. I've got one more product, but I really want to do a design with it and show you that product when I paint a design. It is the it's a thickener. Where is it? Oh, it's Make It Thick, so that you can make your Americana paint a more fuller bodied paint. Oh, this stuff is a game changer, I'm telling you right now. If you're doing anything where you would like to use a thicker paint, ooh, baby. And it says 8:1, but I think on one of my mixes I did half that, and it got about what I needed. So you just kind of play around with the thickness that you need. It also says to let it set, to thicken up for 20 minutes. I did not need to wait 20 minutes. It was much faster. Okay, this is nice. This is a really nice pen. I might check out Amazon and see if they have some that's got some even finer tip. Well, it's probably because it's a Molotow, the original Molotow empty marker. Oh, it's nice. It's really nice. It writes nice and everything. It doesn't drag. The nibs are smooth. Make smooth writing. Oh, love it. Love it, love it, love it. Okay, let's see. Have I shown you everything? I'm going to make myself big again. See if I have any questions. I wanted to kind of get you caught up, because I had so much stuff that was cluttered around me that I needed to show you so that I could move on to Palooza stuff. So the double-ended marker I got on Amazon, and it's a Molotow marker. Is that how you say it? Molotow, M-O-L-O-T-O-W marker. It's a twin pump marker. I'll try to remember after this video to go in and put it down in the description underneath. So if anybody wants to buy one, they can. Because I only found this one on there, so I probably will have to search more. Maybe Molotow has their own website or something where you could get some, maybe different tip sizes. I'd like to have a whole bunch of these, because this one writes the best of any refill marker I have ever tried. So I really, really, really like that one. So I'm definitely going to see about getting some more because I would love to have all my own paint colors that go with my design. I've used the other paint markers in the past, and the color it's just not quite there. You know, when I use them, it's like, okay, I can deal with it. But I really would like to have an assortment of empty markers like this. Or if what's the other marker company that I have? Can't think of them off the top of my head. If they sold some empty ones, I would get some of theirs. Posca. I use Posca paint pens a lot. And I refill my own. Distilled water is the key. But if they sold empty ones, I would buy theirs for sure because I really like theirs. But this one, it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. All right, let's see if I have any questions, and I'm gonna jump over to Facebook real quick because nobody joined over there because the video didn't go live over there. I'm gonna have to, when I get done here, find out what that is. So when I go live tonight, it will go live everywhere. So I'm not sure what the issue was right there. Okay. That's about it for me, you guys. Sorry it was delayed getting on and it was last minute, but hopefully you're going to be with me tonight to paint this darling ornament. I love this ornament. It is just one of my favorites I've painted, and I just really, really love it. It might become my ornament for next Christmas. I might do it up for Christmas. Make the cup a different color for, different people maybe. So we'll see. I think that'll be a fun one. All right. I'm not seeing any extra questions from you guys, so I want to thank you so much for being here for this impromptu coffee and chat, and for the delay. I am sorry, but thank you for your patience. And yes, so be sure and be at the live because I'm going to announce whose name I drew to win what we did at our last live. So I'll see you guys. See you guys tonight. So thanks so much for joining me, and have a blessed day. We'll see you later. Bye.